and I watched my first ever live NBA game.
I know, it's our first. I've only really just watched
You have?
one NBA game as well, a long time ago.
I watched because our friend had an extra ticket.
Yeah, and since I was working anyways, yeah, I couldn't have gone.
The game was in Golden One Center in Sacramento, and it was a game between Sacramento Kings and Golden State Warriors.
Right. The two NBA teams here in Northern California.
We went there to cheer for Warriors.
Yeah, since we're in the Bay Area, we're closer to Golden State, so we root for the Golden State Warriors. But I've never been to Sacramento, actually.
It was my first time there too, because it's about 2 hours away from our place, so we don't really go there. They have an old town, like a center, and it's full of history. We just walked around. They have a floating hotel, did you know? We actually saw a lot of people wearing Golden State Warrior shirts going around the downtown area.
Yeah, our friend had some family over from Australia, and they really wanted to see the Golden State Warriors. And so it just so happens that the timing of their trip is such that there's no game in the Chase Center here in San Francisco.
The home court.
So the home court for the Warriors.
Like after the game, it will be late at night. So my friend decided to have an accommodation in the area.
What time did the game start?
It's at 7 p.m.
Okay. So that's why you need, because you don't want to drive after.
Yeah.
You know, after. Typically, it's like during games as well. It's really, the traffic is really bad, like going in and out of the.
That's why we used Uber so that we don't have to look for parking, and then going out it will be crowded too because everyone will go out at the same time.
How was it? How was your experience going to watch it?
We got at the area like past 6 p.m. There were already a lot of people outside. Yeah. Most are wearing their team shirts.
Yeah.
And I don't have one. I just wore a white long sleeve shirt just to stay neutral. But my friend had an extra shirt, so she made me wear it. It's so cute. So our whole group is wearing Warrior shirts.
Oh, really?
Different designs, but all Warrior shirts. When we got there were many entrance points. Actually, they had signs that says no bags allowed, but on the website we checked, they allowed like a small,
purse,
a really small bag. I had my small Alma BB. It barely made the cut, and that's a really small bag, right? Okay. One person in our group had this, you know, the men's sling bag. So it's actually flat, so we thought it's okay, but it was not allowed. And he was asked to put his bag in the bag valet. But that's a whole new different line, and it's such a hassle to leave your bag. So we all went out again. You can put all your things in your pocket. Good thing that his bag can be rolled, and then we just put it in my bag. That was it. We were able to go in. My friend had the tickets on her phone, and then after scanning that, you go in, and the lobbies, it's a small lobby for an arena, I think. But there's a small store with King's merchandise. We walked straight to our section. I wasn't able to really go around the arena anymore. We were so excited to get seated.
I'm not sure if there's anything much to see like around the arena other than the seats and the lobby. I guess the food booths, like, where are they?
I did not see them because we had snacks before we left the house.
Okay,
so
that's smart. Stadium food can be pretty expensive. They're not the greatest either, you know.
They're okay.
They're okay.
I was surprised we had really good seats because we were right at the side where the Warriors team will be seated. And I counted, we're like 12 rows from the floor.
Oh, wow.
So it's not that far.
Yeah, she texted me a photo while I was working of where their seats are. I was really pretty impressed about where their seats were as well.
And we were right where, I don't know what it's called, the tunnel, where the Warriors would enter and exit. So yeah, it was exciting.
Really good seats.
Since this is my first time to watch, I was curious about how much it will be. The cheapest seats are at 200 plus. They're not cheap at all. But it's surprising that the most expensive seats is actually $10,000. Did you know?
Courtside?
Yeah. But they said that you have seats there. You have access to a lounge where everything is free, like all
you mean
food
the courtside?
and drink.
Yeah, for $10,000, better get food.
I know.
Yeah.
For 10,000, I feel like someone should be massaging me while I watch. I can imagine that it would be more fun in Chase Center, the home court for Warriors, because there will be more Warriors fans, because obviously there are more Kings fans in Sacramento. We were a bit outnumbered. But there were still a lot of Warrior fans who visited.
The fans will always wear their team's colors as well. So I think the Kings is
purple.
Purple? Okay, yeah, so purple. And then Golden State Warriors is typically gold.
Me and my group, we're all Warriors fans. Those in front of us are Warriors in the back. And then
everybody's
a couple beside our friend, they're wearing purple. They were cheering for Kings.
Of course, they're in the Kings Stadium.
Yes, but they were so out of place because I think
most of the people
on that side got seats near the Warriors benches.
Ah, right.
I think in the second quarter they left. I don't know where they went.
Were the Warriors leading the entire time?
The Warriors were leading all throughout the game. It wasn't
so that's why they were
a close game.
They're a bit bitter.
The game started with a national anthem.
Okay.
Started, and then like after just a minute or maybe less than a minute, so I didn't realize how many breaks a basketball game has.
Timeouts.
Yes. Like
breaks.
Just after a minute, they're like, okay, you're just starting the game, and then there's a timeout. And I didn't know too that for every timeout they have something prepared. Did you know? I thought there's only like a show during halftime break.
I see.
But even during timeouts, they have something.
Because that's usually right when you're watching a game.
Yeah,
you don't see it because when they call timeout, that's for a commercial break, and so you don't see. They don't show what's like during what happens during timeout, or when they show during the timeout, it's like the coaches and the players trying to figure out any strategy for the game.
You don't see all the shenanigans. After falling down, they will go and rest. They actually have ice packs ready for the players.
That makes sense though, so that they don't they put ice so that it doesn't
like here on the hip, because they always fall on their hip.
On their butts.
Poor players. I felt bad for them.
Did you know any of the players?
I know Curry.
Okay. You must know Curry. I don't think they would have invited you if they didn't.
He's really the only one I know.
Why do you know about Curry?
I hear him from you guys.
From me? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know that he's like the star player of the team.
For the Warriors, yeah.
And so like 2 days before the game, I watched about the team. So I know
smart.
a bit.
Good job.
I know just a bit, but not a lot. I know Curry and Clayton.
I'm waiting for you to finish. Clayton?
What?
Clay Thompson?
Clay Thompson. Close. But I know that they're the shooters of it.
Two shooters. The Splash Brothers. He has a new name now. Clayton. Stephen Curry and Clayton.
Please don't bash me. I'm trying my best.
Please don't. She means really well. You know basketball. You know the rules of basketball. You know how, how they score. You know what a foul is. You just didn't know what a timeout is.
But sometimes they call foul even if there's no foul.
I see. Well, it depends on the angle. So maybe the referee saw something that you guys didn't see, because they are closer to the game. Was there a lot of
yes
against the Warriors?
Yeah.
Which could be typical.
And of course, the Warrior fans are saying, "Oh, home court advantage."
Right. I was gonna say kind of typical in home court advantage, but they won, right?
They won by a lot.
Did you enjoy the Warriors or the Kings, or basically the gameplay?
Yes, they actually do well too.
Yeah,
sometimes I'm like, oh, that was a good shot. But of course, you won't cheer for them.
I think they rested their star players because they've already secured their spot. But they
For
want
what?
for playoffs.
Is it so playoffs and then championship? Is that how it works?
What about the game that you remember about like how they played?
For Warriors,
One
I
shots.
noticed that when they pass the ball, they always pass it to no one. I feel like
What do you mean? They try to pass it, nobody's
I'm
there.
asking
I see,
my
I see.
friend, why do they do that? Because they will pass the ball, but no one's there. So it just goes out, and it's like a lot. There were a lot of good blocks too from both sides. Actually. During the first half, Warriors ring is on the other side, so it's harder to really see. But on the second half, they were already on our side, but actually there's a kid in front of me. He kept standing because obviously he's cheering for Warrior. When the players are already positioning themselves and about to shoot, he would stand up. So it's hard for me to actually see.
Well, we could have stood up as well every time.
No, because there are a lot of people behind me. I didn't want to
You're
block
being very
anyone.
generous. That's good.
Oh, during the halftime break, my friend and another one in our group, they went to get food because, like you said, they were visiting from Australia and they wanted to try American hot dog.
American fast food.
My friend got nachos.
Nachos.
Those were actually good.
Very typical.
The water bottles that they sell, it's in an actual metal case with kings on it. I think it's meant to be a souvenir as well.
I see.
But of course, we forgot to bring it because we weren't excited about that.
You left it.
I just stayed during halftime. I was just watching this guy doing some acrobatic things.
During the halftime show.
During the halftime show. During the game, you will hear people shouting, Warriors! And then someone was started and then someone would respond, Warriors! So, during the entire game. But for Kings fans, there were a lot of freebies for them because it's their home court. They have like this balloon thing that had Kings on it.
Right.
So, when Warriors players are doing the free throws, they would distract them. We didn't have that. The Kings fans started leaving when there were still 4 minutes in the clock. I think they're thinking, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a done game.
And I think they're also thinking that they don't want to be stuck once everyone goes out.
Like I said, it's hard to. It's usually pretty bad.
And then after the game, some people were going to the front, but you can only go to the front of your section. For our section, we're like third row. So we went to the first row because no one was there by the tunnel, like I said, the entrance and the exit part. On their way out, I see some of them signing
autographs.
Stuff.
But
only for those on the lower part. But since we're in the upper part, some people there were shouting, your jersey or your towel.
They're asking for their stuff.
They're asking for things. There was actually one player, he threw his towel, but it was like right here. And I was able to grab it, but
some guy took it away from you.
But someone also got it, and they got the bigger part of it. So it was really theirs, and it's a kid. And also when I got it, it's a bit.
It's wet.
I'm like, no, thank you.
Yay! NBA player sweats.
When I saw it, it doesn't even have anything.
So just a regular towel.
I think it had logos of a sponsor. If it had the Golden State logo, maybe I would try to get it because I can wash it.
If it was a towel used by your favorite P-pop band.
I'm not sure. Because it's wet. So after that, we had a few photos, group photos, and then we left. After the whole game, as people were going out, there were still a lot of them shouting, Warriors! Even strangers they don't know will just respond.
Yeah, that's typical.
And then once we were out, it's like fiesta because there
everybody's
were a lot
like
of
happy.
Well, at least the Warriors.
The Warriors fans were
happy. But aside from that, there were a lot of vendors of hot
hot
dogs.
dogs.
It smells so good outside.
Good.
That was fun.
What time did it end? Around 10 o'clock?
Around 10 o'clock.
Probably got home 10:30.
No, probably around 11.
Did you have fun?
Mhm.
Sounds like it. Even if you
I
didn't get
feel
the...
like I feel like
towel.
I would love to experience watching the game in Chase.
Yeah, Chase Center.
Because
Yeah.
that would be very
It's even
exciting.
Yeah, it's even more, yeah, no, that's
but it's just so expensive.
especially for the Warriors and at the Chase Center. So
I'm very thankful for our friend who
Yeah.
who asked me to join them for this game.
good. I'm glad you had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Next
Hopefully
time.
next time we can watch together.
Yeah, that's at the Chase Center too. Yeah.
That's it for today. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Bye. Golden Gate Warriors, is that what it is?
Golden State. Golden State Warriors.
Wait.
There's no Clayton in the team.
I'm not thinking
Kings. There's only two teams in the story, Kings and Warriors.
I don't mind seats at the farthest end because I feel like you'll still feel the energy and you can bring binoculars anyway.
Wow.
And
like theater
during-
binoculars like this.